Welcome to the stream. We have today a very special stream. Something I have not done previously before. We're gonna crack open this bad boy here. But we're not gonna crack him open yet, because we're just getting started. We gotta have a little warm up, don't you think? It wouldn't be much of a. Can't just jump straight into the main event. So, I hope the music isn't too loud. Hard to tell on my end. We've got some other fun stuff to open first. We're just gonna keep this bad boy in the corner here, so we don't lose sight of what we got. And just I got some time. You know, I want to kill a little time, give some people a chance to show up if they want or not. So we're gonna start off with a little warm up here. Got some Jumpstart packs to open. Jumpstart's better for playing really than opening, but I have a Jumpstart cube, so there's really no reason for. I'm never gonna really use these things as they're intended. I'm gonna keep. I still have a bunch of the Jumpstart 2022 ones. I'm gonna keep them around just because they're fun for just getting some quick magic in, or somewhere like I can't bring the cube, or just for like teaching someone how to play. I think they're pretty good. But we're gonna do a little cracking, I think, on these. Be a good test too, just to see how. Make sure everything looks good. I hope everything looks good, hoping everything looks good to everybody. Hope can make this out and everything. But without further ado, let's get cracking. Yeah, feels so good. Let me tell you, it's always good to crack packs. Goblins. This is one of the better ones you could probably open for playing Jumpstart. Can never really go wrong with goblins. Cool thing about Jumpstart packs too is well, I don't know if it's cool, but for some reason these are wrapped in like this plastic inside the pack, whereas like regular packs usually aren't. I'm gonna have such a huge pile of junk over on the side here, my desk. And we've got Muxus, Goblin Grandee. There we go. Pretty good Goblin Commander, not a bad card. For sure. He gets you a ton of goblins when he attacks. Pretty good. Beelback Chief, Goblin Commando. I might want the Goblin Command. Oh, that's never mind. That's way over. That's way over cost for what it does. The Jumpstart packs are like fun to play against each other, but has the common problem of being a Magic Wizards made limited product. Where it's not bad. Where and it just mounts. They're just low power. That's really it. They're just kind of there's so many cards that are just horrible value, and I think it's partially because this original Jumpstart, the 2021, was meant to give you some. It's meant to like learn to play. It's good, literally, to jumpstart your Magic the Gathering experience, but I just don't like Wizards being so babying people so hard. So if we were to be playing Jumpstart, what we do is we'd open both these packs and shuffle them together. I want to just see what we would have ended up with for a deck, how good it would have been. And I already saw the top of this, so I know what it is. But I think we would have had a pretty good deck here, because this is Elves. The classic dual deck coming together here. Elves versus Goblins to Elves and Goblins. This is one of the cool things about Jumpstart 2 is you get to mix these. Oh wait, you know what? Before I reveal this, I haven't. Oh, I guess I kind of already showed the C. Ooh, I was gonna say there's like Allosaurus Rider. I think is like the best card you can get, but look at that. That's a spicy card. This would have been a crazy Jumpstart deck. And Elvish Archdruid? Oh wow. This is really good. I want to make an elves deck for commander just to have, because it's a great, I think it's a great just hand to somebody deck. So you got some good other lads here. Pretty good. Some trash here. Ooh. Presence of Gond. This is a combo piece in Pauper. This would have been a killer deck if we were playing Jumpstart. I'm gonna real quickly just in my Discord. I just want to mention them live now. I don't really think too many people care, so I don't expect there to be a major presence here. But this will make some good YouTube content. So let's keep it going. We have elves versus goblins. Now, were we to be playing Jumpstart, let's see who their opponents would be. Legion. Man, all of these are tiny dude aggro. These are like, why can I never? Every time I tried to play these Jumpstarts, I always open like the worst, just most repetitive packs for it. There's like different rarities of packs. Like the goblins I think is a little more rare. This elves pack is I think also pretty not likely to show up. I always got like just regular aggro, or nothing special. There's some common packs, and I kept getting those every time I played. It was always like annoying. This is why I made the Jumpstart cube too. What do we got? Glorious Anthem. Okay, it's a anthem. That's nice, I guess. Siege Striker, Faith's Feathers, good removal. Release the Dogs. That's actually not terrible. I can use that for Narset, Enlightened Exile. Fast Free Solidarity. Makeshift Battalion. Yeah, nothing really good here. I don't feel like I'm not feeling too confident on this deck's odds against the other one. But let's see what if they got anything better to support them. Ooh, Spooky. Spooky's actually not that good, I think. This would be a very one-sided Jumpstart game, were it to be played as a game. Were it to be played the correct way, which if you ever do buy Jumpstart product, first off, don't buy the set Jumpstarts, which I think they have now discontinued because they're terrible. Second off, ooh, Harvester of Souls. Malefic Scythe. I know someone who would like that just because it's a Scythe. Barter and Blood, Bone Picker, Taskmaster. I think all of these are pretty garbage. Bone Splinters. See, like, that could be Bone Shards. I think Bone Shards was out at the time that this came out. I don't know if it was. Yeah, like Finishing Blow. That could be Murder. I know it costs 2 black, which is like a little more difficult, but yeah. Problem with Jumpstart. Strong. Not strong. Yeah. That's really it. Well, I'm gonna pile these up and move them off to the side. Where am I gonna pile this stuff? I guess I can make a pile. Oh, the top of my desk is all dusty because I don't really put stuff up here. I didn't really think about this part. Pile them up here, I guess. Put the pile of nonsense there. I'm gonna leave this Crater Hoof here and this Elvish Archdruid just because they are pretty good pulls. Part of the reason I want to do this pack opening too, it is the hand stream. Hands. Part of the reason I wanted to do this pack opening too, just because I want these cards for my Jumpstart cube. So, welcome. Hand indeed. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Benedict Blue. Nice to have you in. I'm doing some warm-up packs. This big box here is going to be the main event. It's a little out of focus. I have to like constantly adjust the focus because I have a very narrow focal plane. This big box here is going to be the main event, but before that, I've got some fun warm-up stuff. I'm opening some Jumpstart packs, which, if you're not familiar with Magic the Gathering, these are intended to be played as you open 2 of these packs, then shuffle the contents together, and then play with that. I love that. Oh, Hans! Okay. Let's crack more stuff. This is fun. These I don't know if any of you care about Magic the Gathering, but there's at least pretty arts. These Jumpstart 2022 packs here, they all have like an anime art card in them, which is always fun to look at. Got zombies. These usually contain 2 separate themes. Is there no easy open thing on this? They removed the easy open thing on this in the 2022 edition. Why are they like this? How do I open? Oh, wait, I have scissors. Let me just cut this straight in half. There we go. Alright, scissors, get out of here. I hope you're enjoying the finest YouTube free copyright-free music. Zombie Oh, I love these. So these theme cards on the top, I love using them for token stuff. Yeah, right? They're so cool. Got Liliana's Mastery. That just makes 2 black zombies. Zombies control. This is like the oops. Let me fix the focus. Got Liliana's Mastery. This is like the new Gisa, who I opened at the pre-release for Outlaws of Thunder Junction and played there. But Gisa's just way better if you ever make a crime. If you ever do get to play Magic, Jumpstart's, or if you ever did want to try getting back into Magic, Jumpstart's a great way to do it, for sure. Like I was saying, you just shuffle 2 of these together and you get a fun deck. So like, I don't know if you saw before, but like earlier I had like elves and goblins. And you shuffle them together, you get to play this cool elves and goblin deck. Great way to learn. They're also usually not like crazy crazy like complex cards either. They're usually pretty straightforward, so they're great for learning. And then once you get like learn more and get to do more, then you get to do, you know, you can get into more complex stuff. It gets fun, but it's good, definitely good to start with like simpler stuff with Magic, which is harder to do nowadays because they just have so many complex, like crazy stuff. I weep for new players trying to get into the game, honestly. Yeah, Leon's Mastery is really good. That'll probably go in my Jumpstart cube for the zombies theme. Deadly Plot, pretty decent stroke thing. I love this Lord of the Accursed. I'm gonna hold this up. This is the anime art card for this set, or for this pack. I love this art so much. Look at her. She's so cute. I know she's like dead and all, but it would. Cool. Undead Augur. This has a funny interaction. The Lord of the Accursed. It's if you were yeah, I have a ton of these because I've bought 3 boxes of Jumpstart 2022. I've opened this is my 3rd box of it. I have so many cards from this set. I played a ton of it. It's so fun to play. But it I've seen most of the themes now though, so like that's why I made the cube as well. Cellar Door. Silly. And then a bunch of commons. Nothing really special here. I always love Deadweight. It's a fun card. It's a great limited card. Swamps. These were in the Elves pack for the earlier Jumpstart, which is why I have them set aside, just because they're cool. Or they were like good pulls. So let's see if I also like just opening Jumpstart packs because it's fun to see what combinations of decks you would have gotten. The first set of Jumpstart ones I opened were terrible. Experimental. This one I think is kind of fun. I'm gonna need these to keep these scissors close by. Some of the decks are just absolutely terrible synergies. Other ones are like pretty good. I don't think these two would probably go well together. A like Rakdos shell with probably like removing stuff. Yeah, this doesn't seem like it'd be great. Ignite the Future. Exile top the cards of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play those cards. If this spell was cast from a graveyard, you may play those cards without paying their mana cost. That's a fun EDH card. I don't know about it for here. Mizzix Replica Rider. This is a pretty good one. You get to copy stuff when you cast spell stuff from anywhere but your hand. Little Sparks, as I like to call him. Young Pyromancer. Classic. Used to be a modern all-star, I think, but is well outclassed now. Lightning Axe, good removal. And I feel like Spellgorger Weird isn't terrible. So the focus is tough to maintain here. I feel like Spellgorger Weird isn't terrible, but I don't know where exactly he'd be good either. I mean, he's a common. Kalos Elemental, trash. And nuts. This would not be a good pair. This is why the Jumpstart cube. Wizards made a really cool product with Jumpstart, but boy, they sure just designed some of these horribly. For like just not having synergy at all. Think Again. I like this one. I played this one a few times. And there's multiple variations of these themes too. So like, there's a few like sets that you could get of the Think Again that are like have slightly different combinations of the cards in them, but they're a lot the same. Alondra Skydreamer. I play her as a commander. She is really good. She's such a fun card. Honestly, like one of my favorite cards I think ever printed. Super easy deck to build. You just draw a bunch of cards. That's it. I also like this Think Again as a Merfolk token. Kind of neat. It's cool they gave you these little theme cards because like the elves one too. Great elf token. I've taken some of these and just written like stats on them before. It's her. One of the best cards in the set. The Spectral Sailor. She's just so... This is like one of the best things they've ever done. Permission to haunt a board, Captain? This is like, this is what I want from, like, alt arts and Magic. Just give me, the cute anime girls. I'm happy to have more of her. I have her in a few things. Mostly just because she's cute. There's definitely... She's not bad either. Pretty versatile, but she's cute. She deserves it. She deserves a spot. Fairy Vandal. When you draw your second card each turn, he gets +1/+1 counter and flash flying. That's a really good fairy card. I have a fairy EDH deck too. Hedron Archives. Good. Turn these are good. I love playing fairies. I have them for Pauper too. I've never gotten to really play my Pauper deck, but I really want to someday. And then a bunch of commons. Opt. Good draw a card. And islands. This is really fun. This is a really fun one to play. The cool thing about Jumpstart too, as well though, is like, because they made it print to demand, spirits. Ooh. This would be a really good combo, because I think there's a few spirits in here. I mean, Spectral Sailor is Tome Anima is also a spirit. So like you have good synergy here. It's rare to get that though with like the old Jumpstart or with like the Wizards made Jumpstarts. Again, this is why Jumpstart cute. But the cool thing about Jumpstart is if you buy like a box of it, you get I think 24 packs of it. And then you can open those, play with them, have a fun time, and then you can just keep them like as is though, sleeve them, put them in like cube packs or whatever, and then that's it. You have a cube. My cube is custom, so it's like I made my own packs rather than just using like these ones. But and because they made these print to demand, you can just buy them. Oh, is it? Okay, I'll pull that down. I pulled it down so far. I can't believe it's still that loud. There. How's that? Is that a little better? Sorry about that. First time playing with music. I figure there's gonna be an issue or two. Well, now the music cut out. Cool. Because they made the set print to demand, though, it's very easy to just get, like, you can buy boxes of these. We have Hour of Reckoning. Okay. It's weird to have a board wipe for the rare in this, but that's fun. Draw non-token creatures, not bad. This is one of my favorite anime girls. Eidolon of the Rhetoric. Let me pull it closer. I need everyone to see my wife. Gold Spirit. Look at her. She's so pretty. There's a few... not a bad stacks piece. There's definitely better cards, though, that do the same effect. But none of them are as pretty as her, so she always gets to have that. She gets to have that slot in my decks. Glad to have a second one of her, because I think I actually only have one. But she's an enchantment creature, too, which means she has extra utility there. Mausoleum Guard... not a spirit. Galsworn. This is not really that. This is not that great of a spirit theme. All these cards are not great. That is like I said, that's the downside of Wizards Jumpstart. Given if these two were a deck and these two were a deck, I would bet on the Think Again for sure, because these just don't have a lot of synergy. Unless like the zombies just got off to a really strong start. Because I don't think there's a lot of answers in these, but that's Jumpstart. This is why I'm trying to get this is why I'm trying to just get rid of these packs though, because there's some like good stuff in them, but all right, I'm gonna swipe these away too. Okay, I have one more set of warm-up stuff that I want to do before I get into this, just because that's fun. So when I played Thunder Junction, I went 2-1 for the night. I also dressed like a cowboy, as you may have seen in my Instagram story. I think that set of Ye Howdy energy. Yeah, no, I think that was pretty good for what I got there. From the Jumpstart stuff. And I got some other good Jumpstart stuff too. From the 2021, I got a Rise of the Dark Realms when I was testing my camera setup. I opened a pack just to test it, and that was a pretty good pull. Yeah, I for Outlaws of Thunder Junction, I dressed like a cowboy. I think I channeled sheer Ye Howdy energy into a good 2-1 victory. I had some first game, I pretty hard ran over my opponent. Or first match, pretty hard ran over my opponent with Gitrog and Gisa. Second match, had a pretty like one-sided first game. Had a absolutely bonkers, insane, the toughest game of Magic I've ever had in my life. We were like running out of time. I was 1-0. I was 1-0 at the time, so like I had to. If we tied, I would have won, but I couldn't just like stall because that's unethical. And the guy I was playing against was the judge for the night, so he was like urging me to go faster just because like he needs to have time. He needs to have a fair amount of time to try to win, to at least like tie the game. And so like I was playing like super hard, super fast, and he got me down to like 1 life at one point. He was slowly beating me to death, and then I drew the Gitrog and managed to like just barely turn it around. Absolute bonkers, insane game of Magic. So stressful while I was playing. But and then my third match just kind of lost, got massacred. But I got some prize packs, and I figured they'd be fun to open up here. So without further ado, let's hope to see a What is it? The Slick Shot Show Off. The bird wizard that's just went up to $20 recently that I need 4 of. That's a food token. Lush Oasis. I like these. This is a foil. I don't know what the order is for these cards in this pack. I don't know where the rare is. So I guess we'll find out. Oh, look at that foil shine. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat on the camera. I like these ones that just ping your opponent. They're good for committing crimes and good for just doing, I think, decent in general. I'll probably play him in EDH. Endless Detour. Owner of target spell, non-land permanent, or card in a graveyard puts on the bottom of their library. I have an EDH deck that'll go great in. Vladimir Newblood. Whenever you commit a crime, put 1/1 counter on him. It only triggers once per turn. As long as he has 4 more +1/+1 counters, he has vigilant or has menace and lifelink. Okay, not bad. Shifting Grit. My opponent almost got me with this. It lets you exchange control of stuff with your opponent. He gave me something bad and took something really good. So almost got me for it. The Coyote got Wily Coyote. Let's hope to get the Roadrunner because I don't think I got either of them. And then some commons. I don't like that they downed the amount of commons in the packs here. It's only, I mean, they only took, I'm fine with them putting in higher rarity stuff, but I don't like that they downed it from 15 to 14 cards. Feels just a little worse, I think, to open. I don't know, maybe it's just me. The commons don't usually mean much, but... Human Rogue. I actually might have a use for that token. I think, for another card. Deep Muck Desperado. Whenever you commit a crime, each opponent mills 3 cards. Humiliate. Their opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. They discard that card. Counter on a creature you control. Step Between Worlds. Each player may shuffle their hand and graveyard into the library. Each player who does draws 7 cards. Exile this card. It has plot for 6. That's a good EDH card. There he is! We asked for him and we got him! Where is he? Where is he? I need these two together. There we go. Oh. I'm really like, I want to frame these somewhere. If you don't know, I am a huge Looney Tunes fan. I love Looney Tunes. I love, This is the polls we were talking about. I'm a huge Looney Tunes fan. Obviously Magic the Gathering fan too, because here I am. So I'm very excited to have these. I'm gonna just leave these two up here for a while. I just want to see them. Meep meep. That's very exciting. I'm gonna put them on my wall or something, or maybe I'll frame them on my desk. And then some comments. Nothing else really fancy here. All right, we got one of the birds we wanted. Let's see if we can get the other one. More food. I love these forests. This is I'm also a big cactus fan, and I really love these full art ones. I'd like to get more of these, but I'm not gonna shell out for them because like I mean, fancy lands like this now for Magic are like a dime a dozen. Well, they're not a dime a dozen. They just print them a lot, but they're still more expensive than I'd like them to be. Spoil Silver Deputy, Electro Dominance. I keep getting rares in the special guest slot. Deals X damage to any target. You may cast a spell with mana value X or less from your hand without paying its mana cost. Not bad. Calamity, Galloping Inferno. Whenever Calamity Galloping Inferno attacks while saddled, choose a non-legendary creature that's saddled and create a copy of the attacking creature. Attacking token. You make 2 of it attacking or something like that. Which one's the pretty? Oh, the forest? Yeah. Sorry, it's on a bit of a delay. I just kind of missed what it was. Yeah, I love it. I can't read this. I'm gonna keep messing up saying it. When you saddle this boyo and you attack, you get to make 2 tapped in attacking tokens. It's pretty good for some silly nonsense. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, create a 1/1 mercenary. Ooh, that's fun. I cannot believe. I can't believe it. The sheer amount of Looney Tunes energy in these packs. I really hope the next pack has both of them. Specifically has the Roadrunner in front of the Coyote. That would be ideal. Fix this here. Man, these packs are insane. And then a bunch of uncommons. Or a bunch of commons. I really hope we get the Roadrunner in here. Screw the Bird Wizard. I want Roadrunner. It's a crab. What a good lad. What a good pinchy boy. Big fan of crabs too. Reckless Lackey and Villainous Wealth. It's a fun one. Lets you play a bunch of cards off the top of your opponent's deck for free. You can pay X for it. It's pretty good. Ooh, not the Bird Wizard, but I'll take the Bird Rogue. This little boyo is a counterspell, sort of, and he also lets you counter your opponent's counterspells for perfect. SpongeBob, me boy, I have gone to the surface. Let's see. It doesn't look like we got the crab. Or doesn't look like we got another Roadrunner here, unfortunately. Yeah, a bunch of commons. Yeah, damn. No twins in the Roadrunners. We got two coyotes chasing the Roadrunner though. I'll take that. I didn't actually look at these. Anything fun? This Alloy Alchemist I think is actually pretty good. I think it's gonna see some good standard play. Cause like the fact that you can pay 2 mana, give something +3/+2 and trample to the end of the turn, and then you also can just play it for free as a 3/2 body the next turn. It's pretty crazy. This Wrangler of the Damned is pretty good. Beginning of your end step, you haven't cast a spell from your hand this turn. Make a 2/2 flyer. Pretty decent. And the rest of this Gold Pan. Makes a treasure for a little mana. It's actually a decent ramp. 2 mana. I'll take 2 mana to make a treasure. All right. I'm gonna leave these guys here for a bit because they make me happy. But otherwise, time to move on to the main event. So this was I have no way of tracking value. I can just track it in my head best I can because I know prices pretty well. This was like $140 I think for this box, and there's a lot of good stuff in here that we could get. Obviously the shocks are like the one of the main draw shock lands, and that's what I'm really hoping to just see a bunch of. I'll take, of course, Cyclonic Rift. I'll take any of the anime arts that we can get too. There's more of those in here, and I'm hoping to see some pretty ones. I already bought the few anime arts I wanted, which was like Divine Visitation, Aurelia, and Massacre Girl, because they're all very pretty women. Some of them are criminals, but we don't worry about that. I already have a massive pile of pack trash on my desk. This is gonna be. I'm gonna run out of space quick. All right. Let's without further ado though, let's get without further ado though, let's get to it. Okay, record here. Look at that anime Ral. I think that's Ral. Fun. Let's see. How do I do this? There's like a way to. I don't know how to operate the box. All right, well. Let me see if I got. There we go. Problem solved. I just want to have this framed nicely. I'm gonna post this stuff I'm gonna post this video on YouTube probably. I'll probably edit it down a little bit. Because pack opening stuff I think just generally is more viewed there, but I did it. We're here. We're finally in here for the main event. Holy crap. I did not realize it's already been 37 minutes. I didn't mean to delay that long. Alright. It's fine. Without further ado, let's get to the main event. We have, on the first pack, a Goblin! I think the rare is in the front for these. There's the mana slot, which is what we have here, and then it should be the rare, I think. So if we're gonna find fetch land, or shock lands, they'll be behind the token here, and then they'll be behind this, possibly. I've only opened one pack of this before. Damn. Can't believe it started me with a D's nuts. I've only opened one pack of Rav Remastered before. Sorry I yap so much. This is gonna be the par for the course the whole time, so expect more of it. I've only opened one pack of these before, and I got 2 shocklands from it, so I feel like nothing I do is going to beat that. Oh, is it not? The rare? Oh, okay. So it's an old border, then the rare, looks like. I got shocks, I think, in these slots here. Master of Cruelties. That's a... back when I started playing, this was a very silly EDH card that you'd see very rarely, but spooky lad nonetheless. He can only attack alone, and if he's not blocked, then he just makes your life total 1. Probably good in limited. Probably really silly in limited, but not as much in anything constructed. Worm Weaver Coil. Gives a Boyo 6/6. You can make a 6/6. Demir Guild Mage, Rakdos Guild Mage, and some commons. I don't think there's anything. Ooh, Drift of Phantasms. These transmute cards I think are decent at common level, but I don't think they're actually worth anything anymore since they were reprinted. But still nice to see, nice to have. Can serve some purpose. It feels so good to rip these packs. They've been staring at me for so long from my my shelf. Voja, gold 2/2 wolf token. What a good boy. Zori's Guildgate. Skewer the Critics. That's a playable card. Teferi. That's 2 mythics already, by the way. I immediately went into 2 mythics. I don't know what the rate is for these. I know it's less. It's far more common than it used to be. I can make people so sad with this card that's like what he does. His whole shtick is making people not have fun. Happy to be doing that. Skull Crack. I can use that for modern stuff. I play a lot of red and aggro in modern and burn. And that stops people from gaining life and hits them for 3. Sphinx of New Prov, not that great. Reckless Guild Mage, Judge's Familiar. That's the correct answer. That's the correct reaction. Arboreal Grazer. When this card first came out, I was sure it was going to be really good, and I didn't see it do anything for a while. And now I think it only really sees play in Amulet Titan in Modern. Still really good lad, but pain in the ass for me because it stonewalls my my spell spears. What does Teferi do again? Well, for one colorless, 1 white, and 1 blue, you get a legendary Planeswalker Teferi, who has the static ability. Each opponent can only cast spells only anytime they could cast a sorcery. So if your opponent's trying to do some silly cascade nonsense, say they're trying to get some rhinos for free, they can't do that. Or if they want to interrupt you on your turn, can't do that either. Or if they want to interrupt you on their turn, they also can't do that. And then for +1, he comes in 4 loyalty, and you can +1 him until the end of the next turn. You can cast your sorcery spells as though they had flash, so you can interrupt your opponent on their turn with cards that aren't supposed to be able to do that. That usually doesn't do much, but it is relevant sometimes, because you could maybe board wipe on their turn. Or for -3, you can return up to 1 target artifact, creature, or enchantment to its owner's hand, and then draw a card. Yeah, not fun to play against. When your opponent's just you're making it so you can only play Magic on your turn during your main phases at sorcery speed, and then when you finally resolve your thing, they just put it back in your hand, and then they draw a card. You're welcome. Thanks for asking, Woledo. I'm happy to answer these kinds of questions. For the record, I just want to put on record, I've never cast a Teferi Time Raveler in my life. And I'm excited, but I am excited to start. I have a control shell for a control is one of my packs in my Jumpstart cube, and I'm very tempted to put him in there, but I'd have to convert it from just mono blue to Azorius to do that. But it might be worth doing, because that is the quintessential like control spell. Ooh, a 1/1 bird illusion. Look at that. It's a pretty little bird. I like that art. Looks good. We got Selesnya Guildgate, a Terramander, Demir Houseguard. Oh, I didn't know there were black transmute cards. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I honestly thought there was just the blue. Blind Obedience. That is a fun little stacks piece that great in EDH. That will sure be seeing some play in a deck of mine. Blood Freight Giant, Simic Guild Mage. A lot of these guild mages are like cool, okay, but they don't really do a ton. I like Angelic Exaltation for EDH for Voltron commanders. It lets you just swing in with one big lad. Repeal, I think, is a decent control spell. It's in like limited stuff. If you're trying to play control, that might make its way into my Jumpstart cube for control. Well, no shocks yet. I believe the stats for shocks are generally about like 5 per box. But Teferi's worth a good. He's like $8, I think, something like that. Ooh, angel token. I collect angel tokens because I love playing angels in anything I can, really. So I don't have this art at all. Happy to have that. I got Boros Guildgate. Ooh, foil signet. Gruul Guildgate in retro. I'm also happy. That's right. So there's that mana fixing slot in this deck. It also, or in these packs, they also can have signets in them too, or Chromatic Lantern too. I honestly, probably the reason I wanted to. Looks like the one from Fear and Hunger. I'm not familiar with Fear and Hunger. I would have to look at that. My keyboard is nowhere nearby. Well, it's right here actually, but it's hard to type on because it's under part of my desk. Otherwise, I would go look right now. I'll have to look at that later and see what you mean. Yeah. Part of the reason I wanted to open this box is just for Commander. I get all these signets, which are nice for that, and hopefully shocks, but we haven't gotten there yet. Okay, I will not be looking for it. Rakdos, Lord of Riots. Pretty good card. It's terrifying as a commander. I've seen some very obnoxious decks with him. I think I have a home for him, but I'm not sure. Golgari Findbroker. I think there's better cards for that do the same thing. Quicken used to be a rare. I always thought it was a good card, but it's really not. It's just so hard to make useful. And then some commons. Nice. Not much fancy there. Oh, you know what I should do? I want to just sort out as I go. I want to sort out the stuff that's like something worthwhile, like valuable. Master of Cruelties, I think, is worthless. So that's just Teferi right now. So put Teferi up with these. I wish that it showed a little my focal range was just a little better, so you could see like cards here, but also see these here. But it's just kind of, I don't have the lights for that right now, so it's just kind of hard to make work. Gruul Guildgate. Oh, Scorched Rusalka. I don't know who she is, but she's kind of pretty. Can I? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Let's see. She's kind of pretty. It's a foil. Look at that shine. I love how the shine shows on the camera. There we go. Yeah, to fair, the Wile E. Coyotes are trying to catch the Roadrunner, but they can only do so at sorcery speed, which is why they can't catch him. Ooh, here we go. Sacred Foundry. There's our first shock. I'm building up a lore. And then, yeah, so we're building up a lore. Let's put... I'm gonna put this Sacred Foundry up here, representing an anvil that they are trying to drop on the Roadrunner. Slowly running out of real estate down here. Light up the stage. Great card for any sort of aggro deck that wants to still keep some power going. And then some uncommons and commons that aren't that good. Oh wait, persistent petitioner, persistent petitioners. Actually, I don't know if it dropped from this set. I think it's actually still worth just a little bit. This is one of those fun cards that you can have any number of in your deck, and they just like mill. But usually those cards are like between like $1 and like $3 or $4. I know like the Slime Against Humanity is like $3 or $4 now. So these guys might actually be a little bit. They're gonna just kind of hang out over here though, because they don't really fit into the story. I like how Teferi's even facing the coyotes too in his art. He's like looking at the coyotes like not so fast. It's very good. Oh, I got such a pile here. Bird. Is it Guild Gate? Terramander. Sphinx's Revelation. That used to be a mythic. I think that was like a really good control card for a while. It'll see play somewhere. I have somewhere I can put. 2 arms. This is a combo piece actually in one of my decks. I use it with Noyan Dar, who turns my lands into creatures and then uses this to untap all my lands to ramp. Farseek. It's a good ramp card. Build Predator, and then some commons. It's good to know that the Persistent Petitioners is in the common slot, because I'll have to keep an eye out for that. I think there's like valuable stuff in all of the potential slots, honestly. 2/2 Elf Knight, Rakdos Signet. Good to get some of those. Teysa, Orzhov Scion. I like this art of her. That's pretty good art. I liked it with the old border too. I used Teysa in something. I don't remember what, but she will see some play. It's old Teysa. Another Skull Crack. Good to get the Skull Cracks. I can use those in the sideboard. I need multiples of those. Rhythm of the Wild. That's a really good EDH card, actually. I think this used to be like $4 or $5. I think at least it was more, or maybe it was more than that. It was uncommon, so it was probably about that. It probably dropped when it got reprint. And then Coiling Oracle, well, nice little draw engine for draw engine on a body. I can't believe the only pack, the one pack of this set I opened before doing this stream had more Shocklands than I've gotten so far. It's just wild how statistics work. Another Signet. Whew. My love, my wife, Aurelia. I have the anime one of her somewhere. Where is that? Actually, no, it's not behind me. Well, it's over on that shelf, I think. I'm not gonna go get her, but it's nice to see her in the old border. I have places I can put her. She'll probably find a home for sure. Happy to see her. Plague Crafter. Good little kill spell. Debt to the Deathless. Debt to the Deathless. I think this used to be may have been a rare? It's a good finisher in Commander. Crackling Drake. Great card for... Is it Prowess? Or is it Murktide, I think. That's what it's played in. And then some commons. Anything fun in the commons? No. Such as the joy of opening draft boosters. I don't think... Which I have not opened a draft booster box in forever. Just like cracked one open. With good reason, because Magic did their whole booster fun thing where they made better packs for cracking. But this set doesn't have those other than the collector ones, which are super expensive. I'm not going to pay for those. Zorius Guildgate. Farseek. Good to see. Unbreakable Formation. Not bad. It's useful. Gives your creatures indestructible. You can also use it to make a big attack. Rakdos Pit Dragon. I think that used to be better, but it's not really good anymore. Remand used to be a premium like counterspell. This was like $4 or $5 when I started playing Magic. Because it's just good value of just slow your opponent down, draw a card, replaces itself. Pretty good. Is a Guild Mage, Slitherhead, and some commons. Oh, another Petitioner. Good to get Petitioner count 2. Can't really see him up there. Can I put him here? Yeah, I'll put him here. Petitioner count up to 2. Ooh, Shadow Alley Denizen. She's just cute. This is also why I like opening packs of cards. Sometimes you just get to see a lot of the arts that you may have never really seen before. Or opening like boxes and stuff. These packs are weird. Like the way that they're sealed is just kind of weird. I don't think that they're like bad packs or anything, or like repacked or something, but they're just something about them is just weird. Ooh, 6/6 Worm Token. I actually can use some of those. Some Guildgate. Ooh, Old Border Crackling Drake. Assemble the Legion. That's a fun one for EDH. Just make increasingly more 1/1s with haste. Pretty good. And some commons. Condemn is not a great removal spell. I think it's okay, but I think there's just so many better options. Forced Adaptation. I think that's not terrible. I think I have a place in that might work for one of my Jumpstart packs. I want to my Jumpstart packs. I also want to add more of. I have 25 of them right now, but I want to try getting that up to like. I think I could easily add 10 more, and I kind of want to try to go to like 50. Another Angel Token, Rule Signet, Coiling Oracle. Burn the cards. No, please don't. Actually, well, a lot of these aren't that great. You can burn a lot of them. Priest of Forgotten Gods. Sacrifice 2 other creatures. Any number of target players lose 2 life and sacrifice a creature. You add 2 black and draw a card. Not bad. That seems pretty decent in EDH. Putrefy. Good removal spell. Stab Wound. Zorius Guild Mage. You know, I'm not opposed to burning cards on stream, because I think it honestly could be funny, depending on the context. I'm more concerned about burning cards on my desk. I would need to get a setup for that. But I'd do it. I'm crazy. I'll do it. I'll burn them. What I could do is there's nothing good in there. I would happily make a silly like short with the Coyote and the Roadrunner. Have like get like a little like a firecracker and make a little short of him chasing it, and have the firecracker like explode on the Coyote on the card. That's something I would do. That'd be funny. If I didn't live in a place that would be very upset with me setting off a firecracker, I would 100% do that. Let's get back to our... I'll restore our set here. There we go. More packs. Saproling. That's an interesting looking Saproling. More like a tree man. Ooh, another shock. Hollowed Fountain. Now we're getting there. It's number 2. And it's in good colors that I like to see. I just realized I have Facebook open. That noise kind of threw me off for a moment. I wasn't expecting it. Goblin Electromancer. Classic. Did I buy a whole box of cards? You better believe I did. This whole box here, and interestingly enough, I opened like 12. I opened like 12 packs before that. Yippee! Welcome, Mancha. Mancha, we got. Look, Mancha. I just need you to see this because I know you'll appreciate this. Look at what we've gotten so far. We have a whole story set up here. We've got 2 coyotes chasing the Roadrunner from my Outlaws packs. I have the Sacred Foundry up here as an anvil that they're trying to use to kill the Roadrunner with, and Teferi is slowing them down though because they can only chase them at sorcery speed. So I was very excited to see these 2 cards here. It's like you have no idea. Back to this pack though. Goblin Electro Man. I have a bunch of these. They're good in a lot of things, and I like the old border, so he'll find a home. Lavinia. That's a great stacks piece. I don't know what set she's from. I think she's from the Return to Ravnica. But she's a great stacks piece, so she will probably find a home somewhere. She'll go actually pretty well with Teferi for control. Vindictive Vampire, not bad. Good for Aristocrats deck. Silent Dart. Utopia Sprawl. Utopia Sprawl I think is still like $5 or so. It's actually a pretty good pull. Really good turn 1 ramp if you can go Forest Utopia Sprawl, because it gets you other colors, and it's not super easy to remove, so it's pretty good as long as you're not playing land destruction, which depends on the constructed format you're playing. And some commons. Compulsive Research I think is okay actually, because it's just some fast quick draw. It's some fast draw. It lets you see a decent amount of cards. So far, I'm pretty happy with the box. We got some good signets, a few shocks. Oh, I didn't take the shock out of there. Let me get that out, or just put that off to the side. Imagine getting a legendary card out of it. Well, gotten some legendary cards. Like to get some good legendaries though. Ooh, here we go. Anime Fibblethip. The little lad. Nothing good up here. Fibblethip. I like showing off the... Oops, I'm going the wrong way. I like showing off the anime cards, because they're just neat. Not a great card, but he's just a little guy. Little guy, a little lost. Yeah, it doesn't really do anything special. But... And he is a legendary card. I know some people are big Fibblethip enjoyers. I'm okay with it. Or I don't have much of an opinion on Fibblethip. Totally Lost was in it was in the first pack of Magic the Gathering cards I ever opened, actually. I remember because I opened Gatecrash. That was the first set of Magic cards I ever opened. I got a Battle Pack, was it called? Where you're supposed to, it's kind of like the early predecessor of the Jumpstart, where you're supposed to open, it had like some pre-seeded cards, plus like a pack of Gatecrash, or 2 packs of Gatecrash, and you and a friend were supposed to open the pack of Gatecrash, and then shuffle it in with like your cards and then play with that. Really not a good format at all, but it was something, and that's where I opened a Totally Lost, and that's where I met Fibblethip. Loaming Shaman. Whenever he enters play, target player shuffles any number of target cards from their graveyard into their library. That actually has some good utility in one of my decks that does a really silly thing with Greater Good, and it loops drawing an absurd amount of cards and then pitching some cards in their graveyard, and then I need to get them back into my deck. Sky Hussar, the forecast on Sky Hussar is actually, I think, used to be a pretty strong control thing. Sky Hussar I know has some history, I just don't know the history. When he enters, untap all creatures you control. That's not the big part though. The forecast, you can forecast where you tap 2 creatures you control, and you reveal them from your hand. You get to draw a card. Great draw engine. Guild Mage. We're gonna have like all the Guild Mages at the end of this. Here we go. Totally lost. This is the original Fibblethip. I can't believe it got both of that in the pack. That's funny. Fibblethip has always hated crowds and still does to this day. Compulsive research again. And nothing else that's really notable in the commons. I have no idea how many packs we've gotten through, but I'm already pretty happy with this box, to be honest. I don't know if I've gotten what I paid for it, but it's been a fun experience so far, and I'm happy with. I have gotten like a good amount of stuff that I would like to see. Rhino, good for if I ever play Rhinos in Modern. Wars of Guildgate, Rhythm of the Wild, but an old border. That's fun. Ooh, I can see that this is another alt art behind this. I don't know what it is though. It is Protean Hulk. That's a pretty spicy card. I don't know what this is actually worth anymore. Protean Hulk is a combo piece in Commander, because he was a combo piece in like I think Legacy or Vintage, but he may have gotten banned, or I think the thing that enables him got banned, which is Flash. It's basically a 2-mana spell. It lets you throw him into play and then immediately let him die. And when he dies, you get to search for a bunch of stuff, put it into play. And you search for the stuff you put into play wins you the game. So it was like a turn 2 win. In Commander, he used to be banned, but he got unbanned. So I don't actually know what he's worth. Dad buys Magic cards, but he has the most rarest card in his inventory. What? That's pretty fun. I'd like. It's fun buying stuff. Oh wow. 1996 World Champion. There's I know some like there were like I don't know enough about old cards to be able to like know what card that might be, but I have like an idea of what you're talking about. I think a lot of old stuff for Magic is just dummy expensive or dummy valuable. Gutter Snipe, that's a pretty good card for a lot of decks. Mayhem Devil, also a good card for a lot of decks. Another Arboreal Grazer. Drift of Phantasms, getting a bunch of those. Good for transmute. Good little search piece. Nothing else good. Actually, I do want to pull out Protean Hulk, because I don't know if he's good. And I'm also going to pull out the Fibblethip from that last pack, just because it's an interesting pull. Yeah, when I go play Magic at the store I go to, I don't go often, as often as I'd like to anyways, but some of the people there have been playing since like super early on in Magic, so they have like tons of like old super valuable stuff that just like at the time they got it, it wasn't very valuable or expensive because it was early on in Magic. But I need a little water. Goblin, Golgari Guildgate, another Blind Obedience, but this time I like the Extort not having reminder text on this. Oh, it is out of focus. I love the Blind Obedience not having the flavor text or the reminder text, because I wish it didn't have the flavor text either. Honestly, it just looks nice. That will see play for sure. Siege of Towers is not good. Condemn. Murmuring Mystic, that actually is not bad. That can go great in Narset. Night in Exile, EDH. Another Totally Lost is in there. Sure. I was looking at the rat again just because I wasn't sure. I wanted to make sure I just read it right. Rats are good. Rats are generally a discard deck, and they have some use for. I've considered them for a Jumpstart theme. Sapling. Boros Signet, that'll see play. Boros is my favorite color combo, so anything in Boros I'm happy to see. Taste for Mayhem. Ooh, an old border persistent petitioners. That'll go nicely in the stack. That's nice to see, actually. Atomic, Distinguished Advocate. Lands on the battlefield and land cards and graveyards cannot be... Oh, I needed one of him! He protects your lands. He makes so people can't mess with your lands. And my Noyandar deck is a lands... It makes my lands into creatures, which makes them very vulnerable. But he protects them. I needed one of those. Good to see. I don't think he's worth anything. But that's a card I needed. Rakdos Fire Wheeler does 2 damage to target opponent, 2 damage to 1 target creature or player. It's good for limited, but I don't think I have anywhere I can put that. Demon Fire, not that great. And then some trash. Skewer the Critics, good to get more of those. I don't actually have many Skewer the Critics. And they are good for burn, which I always have the option to play burn, because I have like all the lands and stuff that are needed for it, really, and it's always something I consider for like, look at this goblin. I'm going the wrong way. Look at this goblin. He's a 2/1 goblin with haste. He's got a mallet. He's ready to bonk somebody. I just think mallets are neat. Okay, we can continue the pack opening. Guildgate. Laza Multifarious. When you enter Surveil 1. So this must be from the most recent Ravnica. Oh, that's right. You can pay X mana and he becomes a copy of a creature in your graveyard with mana value X or less. Like, except for he still Laza can still do that. I think there's silly things there's silly combo stuff you can do with them. I just don't know any of it off the top of my head. Aetherplasm is funny. If you block a creature, you can return it to your hand, and then if you do, you can put a creature from your hand into play, blocking that creature. This is just a 2/1 flyer for 2 mana. It's uncommon. Lightning Helix. I actually need these for current standard. I think I found 4 of them, but I might go with this go with this copy because I have 2 of this art and 2 of a different art, but I think if I can do 4 of the same art, that'd be ideal. It'll still be a different set symbol, but it helps to at least have the same art. And commons. I think we're about like halfway through this. So still got a little ways to go. Worm. Would you still love me if I was a... I would still love any of you if you were a 6/6 worm. Rakdos Guildgate. Simic Guildgate. Cartel Aristocrat. Sure, not that great. Connive and Concoct. Gain control... Oops, I'm off camera. Gain control of target creature of power 2 or less. Surveil 3. Return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Not bad. Could be better. Ultimate Price. I like this card in Commander. Destroy target monocolored creature. I think this will actually be really good too for my Jumpstart cube since most things are monocolor. Junk Troller. Funny story about Junk Troller. I had a friend who was building a Commander deck for Grenzo. The one that cares... I think it was Grenzo. The one that cares about goblins on the bottom of your library. And so they had to go to our local game store, which was a pretty big store at the time. And they have like stuff from every set pretty much. They have like organized stuff from every set. And so they went into the store and they were like, I'm so sorry. I need to ask you if you have a Junk Troller. Which is like just super jank uncommon, or common. I may have been a common before, honestly. Common or uncommon. And they had to dig and look around for this stupid Junk Troller, which is like a penny card. It's just funny. Where's up Guild Mage? Croconura was I remember getting one of these in my first pack I ever opened. Crumb. And some commons. I hope you're all enjoying the chill free YouTube music playlist. It was happy to I'm happy I got it figured out in time, because boy, it would have been awkward to just not have music. Elf Knight, Selesnya Signet, Cloudfin Raptor. That's a pretty nice one in the old border. It actually looks really good in the old border. It looks like an old card. Hellkite Tyrant. There we go. That's a good lad. That's a fun little extra wing con in Commander. Flying Trample. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, gain control of all artifacts that player controls. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 20 or more artifacts, you win the game. Yeah, I did try to listen through some of it just to make sure things were chill. And I think I got a pretty good playlist. Wasteland Viper. 1/2 Death Touch for 1 mana, and you can channel it or Blood Rush it. That's pretty cool. Pretty good value for just 1 mana. So it's Justicar. What do you do when you enter? Detain up to 2 target creatures your opponent's control. That could be useful in a Flicker deck, which I have one of. Ooh, that's pretty good value. When he dies, you make 2 2/2s. I guess it costs 4, has 4 like colored pips though, so that's probably why. Demolish, destroy target artifact or land. Remember land destruction when they used to make that possible? I do. Pretty tough to make work. I watched Saffron Olive's video on standard land destruction the other day, or yesterday I watched it, I think, and it does look. I am actually. I like land destruction sucks, but I do think it's funny in competitive formats as like a 1v1 strategy. Sometimes it's also not funny, but open the gates, search for a land or a gate. I could go somewhere. I do like Maze's End, and I have a deck that has that as an alternate win con. I could play it in there for sure. Repeal, Battalion, and Disembowel. Commons. We're still only at 2 shocks. Kind of lower number than I was expecting. Also, not as many signets as I thought I'd see. Full of guild gates though. Full of guild gates. Foil Foil Goblin Electromancer. That's pretty neat. And in the old border too. It's a nice little guy. Infernal Tutor. I don't believe it's that great of a card. Reveal a card from your hand. Search your library for a card with the same name as that card. Reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle. If you're hellbent, you get to just tutor for a card. It's not great. 2 arms. Love to see 2 arms in the uncommons. Not a lot of Utopia Sprawls. Quench, just the worst mana leak, and nothing really good there. Such as opening draft packs though, is you're gonna get a lot of chaff. But I actually like having I like having a lot of chaff around because I can do silly stuff with it with my Jumpstart cube. Honestly, these two, the Resilient Roadrunner and the Cunning Coyote, they might find a spot into one of the I might put them in one of the Jumpstart cube packs just because I think they're neat. Bird, Azorius Signet. Compulsive Research in Old Border. Golgari Grave Troll. I don't think it's worth anything, but Dredge was a mistake. Homing Lightning. Not that great. Shark the Crab. Just a funny looking guy. Shark Octopus Crab. Don't think he really does anything fancy. You can do some silly stuff with him, but doesn't do a lot. Totally Lost, and that's about it. This song that's playing right now reminds me of the old GameCube SpongeBob games. I feel like I'm playing like Battle for Bikini Bottom right now. And I'm just hanging around Bikini Bottom. Another bird. I got a lot of bird tokens, which is actually good because I do have things that make bird tokens. I have a bunch of things that make bird tokens in Narset. Old Border Gutter Snipe, Revival and Revenge. Return target creature with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Double your life total. Target opponent loses half their life. Round it up. It's okay. Nothing fancy, nothing expensive. It's fine. I'm not really looking to, what's that do? Exile target creature. Oh, it lets you flicker something once. I can see that being good if you have a way to bring that back, which I'm sure there's ways to do, so. Could see some play. Could get some use or something. Mortis Strider. When he dies, return it to your hand. Little skeleton. Cloudfin Raptor, I think I can probably put somewhere. But, I mean, I've got a bunch of them. I pulled a bunch of them, so. Is that 2/2? Yeah, sure. I thought that was like the same card, a similar card to one I got from Thunder Junction that I played at the pre-release, but it was not. Yeah, nothing good. Sorry, I was reading a few of those. I completely forgot what I was saying. Oh, I'm happy with like most of the stuff I'm pulling though, even if it's not like valuable, because realistically, I probably wasn't gonna sell much, if anything, from this anyways. I just want the cards. Flying Vigilance Angels. These I like having more of because I need them for Pioneer. Old Border Arboreal Grazer. Phytohydro. If damage would be dealt to him, instead put that many counters on him. Sorry, I had to look at the art. Is that person's? Hang on. Oh, I keep going the wrong way. I couldn't tell. Oh, I'm too close. I think that person's not wearing pants. It's kind of hard to tell. I was just kind of taken aback by that. It wasn't something I was expecting to see in the art. Silly card though. Could definitely see some play. I want to build a Selesnya counters and dudes deck, so could see that being good. It's nice that it's a replacement effect too, so it just doesn't take damage like at all. Is It Charm used to be pretty highly played and stuff just for its versatility, but I think it's well cycled out. Mortis Strider. Yeah, some good stuff. What was that? Another Skewer the Critics. I'm glad to see the Skewer the Critics because I think I got a playset now. It's good for burn, baby. The other stuff that this stuff is good for is that I always want to make sure I have the potential. You guys can't see the pile. I'm gonna pull the pile of packs over when I'm done here, but I always want to make sure I have the ability if someone I know ever wants to like learn Magic to just be able to put together like cheap, easy decks that are just easy to learn from, to teach them, and having all this chaff around is really good for that. Simic Guild Gate, Blind Hunter, Seal of the Guild Pack. When enters, choose 2 colors. Each spell you cast costs 1 less for each of the chosen colors it is. Not bad. I like the old border for sure. Good for Commander. Nice little guy. Muddle the Mixture. That used to be a more expensive card, but that was just because it was a reprint issue. Shouldn't be now. More Rhythm of the Wild. Good to keep seeing. And more Skewer with Critics. Getting down in this box now. How many packs are we looking at? Is that 6 more? 9 more, it looks like, maybe. Again, I think it looks like we're likely to fall short on that whole 5 shocks in a box thing. I'll be surprised if I were to make my money back from this box. Spirit, Golgari Guildgate, and the Golgari Guildgate. Another Seal of the Guild Pact. Interesting to do those back to back. Farseek's pretty good. Boreal Grazer. This set's not that big, I think. I don't know if it's smaller than normal sets, but it's not surprising me I'm seeing so many repeat stuff. Cheese. It's not surprising me I'm seeing so many repeating things, because how I mean, there's a lot of packs. Revival and Revenge again, but in foil. Music's Mastery. Exile target card that's an instant sorcery from your graveyard. For each card exiled this way, you may cast a copy without paying its mana cost. Exile Music's Mastery. You can overload it. Great win con for Commander. It's just a really fun card to play in general. Stalking Vengeance. I can't believe they brought this down to an uncommon, but still good to see. Good to have. Putrefy is good removal, of course. Siege Worm. I think there was a Siege Worm printing in M15 that people were saying looked very phallic, which might be why they use this art here. That's it. It's just something I remember. Another Transmute guy. We're really getting down in this box. Glad to see that I got a few anime art cards though. I was worried I wouldn't get any. Ooh, I think I saw a preview and I think there's something very exciting ahead. I may have seen a little too much off the side of something. So we got a Dimir Guildgate here, an Izzet Guildgate here, and it's Mizzet. Okay. I thought it was a Cyclonic Rift. I'll be honest. This is not one of the good nivs, I think. I mean, all the nivs are okay. This is one of the nivs I don't have, so I'll take it. Spell can't be countered. Flying. Whenever you draw a card, he deals 1 damage to any target. Whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery, you draw a card. Definitely places for him to go, so he'll see play for sure. God, Afterlife. What a terrible mechanic. Urbis Protector. When it enters play, make a 4/4 angel token with flying. Fun flicker target, so that might actually go in one of my EDH decks, just because I have a flicker EDH deck, and it might be good for them. More Electroman. I have an unholy amount of Electroman at this point. But hey, we take that. We'll take it. I'm sure they'll find a home eventually. 1/1 soldier with haste. Good to have. I need those tokens. I don't want to put that there yet. Dimir Signet. Condemn. Sword of the Perunes. I don't think this card's good. It's a combo piece. Because you can like throw it on something, then you can pay mana on tap it. Well, it's not bad. I forgot it does give it gives your creatures either +2/+0 or +0/+2, so it's actually pretty good. It has a lot of use. Beyond just being a combo piece, which is nice. Fungal Rebirth. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. If a creature dies this turn, create 2 1/1 saplings. That might be good for a Jumpstart pack. And then it looks like Wild Canter. I don't think it does anything. I don't think there's anything you can really do with that. Looks like the rest is just stuff. Yep, just stuff. That's it. We down to 5? Nope, there's still more. Oh, there's still like 8. Maybe I miscounted. There's still like 8 left. Goblin. Cruel Signet. 4/0 Skilled Mage. Hell yeah, best guild. Bottled Cloister. Beginning of each player's opponent's upkeep. Beginning of each opponent's upkeep. Exile all cards from your hand face down. Beginning of your upkeep, return all cards you own exiled with Bottled Cloister to your hand, then draw a card. Okay. So Goblin the Goblin D's nuts will never stop. That's fun. It's like hand protection, but gives you a little card advantage too. Not bad. I could see that being. I think there's definitely something I can use this in. Siege of Towers. I already saw that one. Stab Wound. Good. Good limited card because it lets you just slowly kill somebody and also weakens their best dude. Murmuring Mystic. Useful. Plenty of these cards are useful, for sure. I just might have too many of them now. Got a big pile of cards here. It's slowly getting more. It's slowly growing more and more out of focus. I just obliterated that pack. Got the one bird illusion. Is it signet? I mean, I'm getting a lot of signets. Getting a lot more of those than I was getting earlier. Skull crack. Here we go. This is one of my favorites. It's not the it's not the best art. I bought one of the best art when it came out just because I wanted to have one. If one or more creature tokens you would be created under your control, create that many 4/4 white angels with flying and vigilance instead. I love my angel women, and yeah, I love making more of them. Excited to see that. I think this is like somewhere. This is like between like $6 and $14, somewhere in that range. I don't know where it sits now. It's weird because reprints change stuff up a lot, and I don't know if I don't think the price really dropped much when it was reprinted. But Civic Saber. This is one of the first artifacts I think I ever owned, or equipment I ever owned. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 for each of its colors. Not really useful for most things, but there's some places for stuff. I saw this played in something recently, and I don't remember what. I was watching a video, and someone was playing it. I cannot remember the context at all, but eyes everywhere. Let you steal something. Kind of funny. Fists of Ironwood. Drudge Beetle. Drudge Beetle's okay. Scavenge, I think, is an okay mechanic. It's great for limited. Just lets you get a little extra use out of your dude when it's dead. Mugging. Deal 2 damage to target creature. That creature can't block this turn. And some comments. Oh, Divine Visitation. I should pull that out so you can see that later. Okay. All right, so we got these packs. These packs are just like falling all over into my my space. There's so many carcasses here. Goblin. These nuts. Another foil. Ooh, wait. I don't know if I saw a foil condemn already or not. It's not worth anything, but it's neat. Burb! That's a good pull right there. Old Border Burbs of Paradise. I think I only own like one Birds of Paradise right now. So yeah, that's pretty neat to have. Good to have more. Birds is always good. Sky Hussar, more bird. Birds have been like the theme of today, I guess. We want more birds. Overwhelm. True Fire Captain. I like this card. I wish it did more. That's one of my favorite effects is when something's dealt damage, deals that much to any target. He only hits players though. And looks like some more uncommon, or some more just commons. Nothing fancy in there. Yeah, we're getting real close to the bottom. Maybe 5 more packs, counting this one. Goblin D's, no. Can I get a Goblin D's counter? No, I'm not gonna do that. Expansion and Explosion. Copy target instant sorcery spell with mana value 4 or less. You may choose new targets or deal X damage to any target. Target player draws X cards. Fun little card. And I doubt there's anything else here super noteworthy. No. And we got, what else we got? Oh. Oh. My tower. I can't wait to just pull this pile of carcasses over so it can be seen. It's a guild gate. Or is it a guild gate? Repudiate, and replicate? Counter target activated or triggered ability. Okay. Or kind of silly. Or a courier token of copy. That's a copy of creature you control. Not bad. Fun little dude. Gate Colossus. I think that's actually a good card in Arena in Historic for the Gates deck. Not really useful here though. Experiment one. That used to be played. I think a lot. I think I used to see that played a lot more, but in Commander, but it's not really anymore. And some cards. Last 3 packs, I think, right? Yeah, last 3 packs. We're still only at 2 Shocklands. That's far below curve. This might have been a bad box. Domri Raid Emblem. Alright. Signet. Summary Judgment. Mind Leech Mass. Fun little guy. Lets you play stuff from your opponent's hand when you hit them with it. But kind of hard to hit him with it. Late stage. More Petitioners. Alright. What else we got? Almost there. Hopefully, I'd like to see one more shock, but I don't know if it's in our future. Boros Guildgate. Faith's Fetters. Tidespout Tyrant. Not a great card. It's okay. You can lock someone out of the game with it if you get it going enough, but not really that great. Another Crackling Drake. That's at least a good one to have. More Persistent Petitioners. And then last pack. Let's hope there's a shock, because boy, let's hope there's like 3 shocks in here, because boy, am I under curve. This is what I get for that stupid pack, that single pack I opened that had 2 of them. Okay. Breeding Pool. We'll take it. I think I've only opened... No, wait. Okay, Hollow Foundry. I was going to say... I opened Breeding Pool and I think a Sacred Foundry in that pack I opened that had 2 shocks before. So it's really funny to just see that. Practice Guildgate and Find and Finality. Find and Finality. Whoops. Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand, or you may put 2 1/1 counters on a creature you control, then all creatures get -4/-4 to the turn. Frilled Mystic, silly little counter spell on the dude. Fun stuff you can do with that. With cards like Voyager Staff, where you sacrifice it, exile a creature, return it to play. Oh, never mind. Not with Voyager Staff, because it comes back at the end of the turn. Not great. And some commons. Alright, well. That was a box. We got, get this out of here. Just throw that off to the side. So from the box, so there's some more. It's worth noting too. There is some more stuff in here that is like in this massive pile here that is worth something. We'll get these off to the side because these aren't relevant. I think the Persistent Petitioners are each just a little bit, maybe like $10 in there. Teferi, I think it's like 8. These shocks are like probably a total of like 15. Probably about like 15 on average. So it's like 45, 53, 63. Don't know what these are worth. I think this is like 14, so that's like 77, I think. Overall, there's Utopia Sprawl in here too, which is a few bucks. Overall, I think I lost money on this box. Not a great box, but I had fun. These are all going to see some play somewhere. This will definitely see some play. These guys I don't really care about, so they'll probably get shipped off somewhere. Fibblethip I don't really care about. I don't know if he's worth anything or not. The Protean Hulk I will probably hold on to because that's probably the best pull of the box. Other stuff in here, definitely other than the pile, we'll definitely see play. All right, that was fun. I definitely want to do more Kraken. Yeah, well, don't worry, goblins are plenty present in... I have a Dominaria Remastered Box I also kind of want to crack. I'm not going to do that today, of course, but I might some other time. And if I do crack that, you'll have your chance again to make your D's nuts joke or your Goblin D's nuts jokes. So, because boy, let me tell you, I'm sure there's lots of Goblin tokens in that. I'm curious how many goblins. I'm just gonna swipe all this stuff up, move that off to the side. Let's see how many goblins. Let's see how many nuts I gobbled. All right. That's true. I should. It'd be funny if I knew where Snooze lived. If I just sent her like a letter, just goblin. Look at that. There's the D's Nuts squad. I like how there's the hammer one in the middle. This goblin is me, and the rest of them are my D's Nuts squad. You know what? There's 4 people. I just realized there's also 4 people viewing. This goblin's me, and this is all of you guys watching. Together we're D's Nuts. Together we're all Goblin D's Nuts. Oh boy. I'm gonna think about this now every single time I see a goblin, or just play like a goblin card, or make a 1/1 goblin. Every single time I'm going to think about this now. Goblins are forever ingrained in my brain. Well, I do have, since there's some people around, I actually do have a little bit more I was saving to see, depending on how everything went. I got some fun unique stuff that I kind of want to crack. So I think we're gonna do that. There was a sale on TCG Player recently where they had you got 8% back for sealed product, and so I bought this fun little Core Set 2020 pre-release pack. So a little older pack. Figure why not crack it, right? Might be fun. So yeah, let's do that. And then I'm going to. This is also so I can further add on to the monster pile of pack corpses here. How's this pre-release? Oh, here we go. It just like slides off. That's a weird design. I've never seen them. I've never seen them do a pre-release pack like this. All right, put this. Leave this gang up here. Put this like here. There we go. So in here we have 6 more packs and a promo. So Core Set 2020 has some fun potential pulls in it. I'll keep that covered. Most notably, there's Field of the Dead. Got this nice little M20 spin down too, which would be nice to add to my collection. I have a few of my spin downs here. I think these are more recent ones. Can't tell. I can't see any sets. Yeah, these are more recent ones. Oh, here's my. I do have my War of the Spark one, which is thematic for the Ravnica and also just fun. But yeah, this Field of the Dead here at Uncommon we have. I bought this because there's some good stuff to pull potentially. I just figured it'd be fun. I like opening old packs. And there's not much else to do with pre-release kits, so let's see what our promo is. We got Leyline of Combustion. Leyline of oh damn, this code expired in 2020. What are you gonna do? Yeah. There will be yeah, sounds good. Do what you need to. Hope to see you for Minecraft, but you're busy. I know you'll be there tomorrow, but gotta do what you gotta do. Thanks for stopping by, though. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the hand stream. Gonna just open a few more packs, and then that'll probably do it for me for today. Well, not for today. I'll be back later tonight too. But I don't know if you'll probably won't be around by then or for then. Leyline of Combustion. Not a bad promo. If you begin, you can. If it's in your opening hand, you can begin with it in play, and if you or whenever you or at least one permanent you control becomes a target of a spell or ability your opponent controls, it does 2 damage to them. I play this in Commander. Yeah, yeah, I figure. No worries there. I'll just put this up here, I guess. I'm gonna crack these open, and I think that'll be the end of today. Oh, see, these older packs are so much harder to crack. They really wrap these things. Duress, classic. Not. There's gonna be a bunch of like nothing cards in here, but they also might be good for my Jumpstart cube. My brain was just like out of it there. Ancestral Blade, Air Elemental. Oh, the good old days when an uncommon was a 5-mana 4/4 flyer. That's it. Chandra's Spitfire. And Brought-Back. Brought-Back's actually... I think there was a lot of debate whether or not this was going to be a good card or not. You have 2 target permanent cards that are put in your graveyard from this turn and return them to play. And Dismal Backwater. And Foil Island. That's neat. That used to mean something. Yeah, I think there was because like there's some combo potential with Brought-Back. Let me fix the focus. I think it's a little off. People thought it might be good, but I think it just ended up not being good. On to the next one. Fathom Fleet Cutthroat. It's just play, destroy target creature or opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn. Not that great. I guess we did open more 2020 earlier, now that I think about it. I kind of forgot. Ferocious Pup. Silly little pup, little guy, little doggo. Good boy. 1/1 Death Touch. Rule of Law. I think the Rule of Law is just... There's a... High Noon, was it? I think just straight up is a better card, objectively better card than this from Outlaws of Thunder Junction. So this will not see play really anywhere ever. Scampering Scorcher. When it enters this battlefield, create 2 1/1 elementals. Elementals you control gain haste until the end of the turn. Not bad. Cerulean Drake. Sacrifice him. Counter target spell that targets you in 1/1 flying pro red. Definitely has its applications. Steel Overseer. This used to be a valuable card. Now it's not because it's been reprinted a bunch. Another foil. Portal of Sanctuary. Turn target creature you control on each or attach to its owner's hands. Not that great. Having avenues to return creatures you control to your hand is nice, but and there's certainly uses for it, but I don't know if that's gonna see any play anywhere. Mind Rot. Target player discards 2 cards. Great way to get some card advantage on your opponent. Not that great. Metropolis Sprite. Kind of cute, but not that great. Commons here are pretty trash. Corset commons are always like really bad. Vampire of the Dire Moon. 1/1 Death Touch and Lifelink. It's funny that there's a 1/1 Death Touch Lifelink here, and then earlier we saw a 1/1 Death Touch in green. Sky Knight Vanguard. When attacks, create a 1/1 soldier that's tapped and attacking. Not bad. Way of the Masses. Scheming Symmetry. Now that's a pretty spicy little guy. Choose 2 target players. Each of them searches their library for a card and shuffles their library and puts that card on top. And zombie. Scheming Symmetry is actually pretty... Let me set that one aside. I don't think it's worth really much, but it is a silly card in EDH because then you can just be like, hey, you want to find some removal for that thing that you hate? I can help you out. And then you get to grab something you want. Great bargaining chip. Happy to have that. I'm going to probably put that in my Phage the Untouchable commander. deck. Some trash. Very miscreant. I think I have 4 of those already. Vial of Dragonfire. There's a guy who searches that up. I don't remember what his name is. Unsummon. Cryptic Caves. Sacrifice it. Draw a card. Okay. I could see that going in some places. Oh, you know what? This is perfect for one of my decks. Lotus Field. Look at that. That's a combo piece. This is played in Pioneer a lot. Well, why you now? This is a fun little pack here. Yeah, this will go great in my Jumpstart thing. There's definitely what cards that do way better than that. Sorin, Imperious Bloodlord! What? Well, this is a really good pre-release pack. This Sorin, I think, is actually worth quite a bit. Hang on, let's pull him up here. Let's take a look at this boyo. Target creature you control gains Death Touch and lifelink until the end of the turn. If it's a vampire, put a +1/+1 counter on it. You may sacrifice vampire. When you do, Sorin Imperious Bloodlord deals 3 damage to any target and you gain 3 life. Or, you know, you could just put a vampire creature card from your hand down to the battlefield. I think there's a combo in Pioneer with him and something from Murders at Karlov Manor. Karlov's at Meteor Manor, or whatever it is. Something algorithm. I think he's actually worth something. I'm gonna, before I stop this, I'm gonna look at the prices for my M20 pulls. Let's get that Lotus Field out of there too. Is there anything else? I don't think so. I got the Scheming Symmetry, that's right. And then here there was like trash brought back. Well, I'll pull it brought back out too, because I think that also could just be a good card. And a 3/3 Golem token. Hang on. Yeah, I need those. This is better than the box. We got Sanitarium Skeleton, Soul Mender. Use Soul Mender for a few things. Shock. I wish it was the reminder, or not reminder textless. Flavor textless Shock. Gifts of Paradise. Gravedigger. Classic guy. That's the Almond Cat art, though. Golzombo. Overcome. And Sephara. And a foil plane. Do these all have foil lands? Is that like a normal thing? No, this isn't a foil. How many? Why did... This was before they were doing like all the fancy arts, I think. I got Blossoming Sands here. How many foil lands did I get? Did I just get the 2? Okay, I guess I just got the 2. Still, that's a... I think that's like a uncommon amount. Alright, Sephara's not worth anything. I'll pull her out, but she's not really worth anything. Alright, let's do a little research here. Hopefully my phone is in there. Let's see. So let's start with... Actually, let's just pull up Dawn Glare. Love me love my Dawn Glare for all my prices needs. Core set 2020. Submit. This Sorin is $60 right now. Do I have a sleeve here? Pardon me, I didn't think I'd need this. I'll be right back with the sleeve. Yeah, it was just we want to keep that boy in the nicest condition we can. There's a little something in the sleeve that was like on him. Well, let me fix this. There we go. Well, it looks like everything else does not seem to be worth anything. Oh, Scheming Symmetry, this is $6. So we got 66 bucks here. That's right, there was another Kalia in this set. Is Lotus Field not worth anything anymore? Brought back is like $2. Loaded TCG player. I gotta know. Oh, I missed it. There it was. Let's just look Lotus Field's like $5. It's like $6. Cheapest listings are like $5. So we're at, so it's like 625, so that's like 11, so that's like $71. I'll look at the ley line. Ley line of combustion. It's like nothing still. I know Safari is like nothing too. Yeah, Safari is like $1. So I just want to know, in these 6 silly packs, we had more value than this whole, we had the same value as like this whole box. Not the same, but like pretty close. Well, I'm gonna do something about that Soren. And by do something, I mean this Soren's gonna help me buy something else. Wait, this Soren could get me some birds. He could get me the skill shot show-offs. Yeah, lately played like $60. It's gonna be such a pain to sell this though. Maybe I might take it to my LGS and see if they have like stuff. I also need to get, it's also worth noting, I need to get Caverns of Souls. Which is also like $40 a piece. I want to get rid of this though, because I think he's not gonna stay high. So I want to off him as soon as possible. Okay, I promised it, and it's time to show. Let's stack all this stuff. Over here. Just get all this stuff out of the way, because I do want to show the. I don't know why I'm always like adamant about keeping piles in. Like when I open cards like this, I'm always adamant about keeping them in their order that I open them as much as reasonably possible until time. I promised you a show of Goblin D's Nuts. No, a show of the packs we opened. And here you go. This is what we opened today. So yeah. Well, that's gonna do it, I think, for today. It's been 2 hours. That Soren really brought my mood back. I was a little bummed about only getting 3 fetches in that box. But I can't complain about pulling the Sorin from this pre-release kit. This was like $20. I paid $20 for this thing. With the idea of like, when I bought it too, I think this was like, Sorin wasn't even that much. The most expensive card in the set was Field of the Dead. I was hoping to pull Field of the Dead. I didn't realize that Sorin was so much right now. It's wild. This is Magic the Gathering though. Cards are like this. This is how prices work for cards. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all the support from everybody. Yeah. Right? This is the carnage from today. Well, you left for a moment. Well, let me show you what you missed. You missed the so I had a, oh my god. Wait, not now, Zinker. Sorry, Zinker's calling me. I opened this Core Set 2020 Pre-Release Pack with the idea of like, oh, maybe I'll get like Field of the Dead or something like that. There's some valuable stuff. Even just like, what is it? Hammer. The big hammer. That's what I want. I want the Colossal the big hammer. That is part of the Hammer Time combo deck. And then we got, you know, so we got a promo. We get Leyline of Combustion. Okay, it's just a fun card. It'll see play. It's okay. Safara, fun little angel. Love her. I have her in the deck. She might go in another one. Cool. Lotus Field. Cool. That's a Pioneer combo piece. And I have some use for that. That'll do something. Brought back. People thought this would be a good card at the time, or when it came out, but it really didn't do much. But it's still nice. Scheming Symmetry. Oh, that's a valuable card. I remember seeing that was up there on the list. You can do some fun stuff with that in EDH. Oh, yeah. And then there's just Sorin. The $60 card that's currently a combo piece that is making waves in Pioneer. Yeah. So that's neat. Yeah. Well, I'll take it. I'm happy about it. Especially considering the whole box of Ravnica Remastered. It only had 3 shocks. The average is 5. And then, honestly, the amount of value I got from this pre-release pack, it's probably like $10 or $20 less than I got from the whole box. Not like discarding chaff and stuff from like the whole box of the Ravnica box. Insane. This is Magic the Gathering. Anyways, so yeah, I'm happy. He'll certainly help fund something. I'm not sure what he's going to fund. I'm gonna sell him. I don't want him. I want to get rid of him. He's not worth $60 to me. He's worth probably 2 or 3 slick shot show-offs to me. Is what he's probably gonna be, or maybe a Cavern of Souls or something. I'll take those happily. Or maybe I'll just use them to buy more sealed stuff. You know what? Let's add one more. I have one more pack to add to this pile. I wasn't gonna do it because it seemed like people were kind of like packing up and going. But since you're here and you're watching it, I have one more pack. It's this fun little Core 2013 set. I'm gonna leave this all like this too because I think it's a great background. A Core 2013 set. This is 12 years old. 12-year-old set. So let's crack open a vintage boy. I don't remember what's valuable in this. I don't think there's a lot. I also got this recently because it was cheap, and it was like, well, it wasn't cheap. This was like $4 or $5, which is surprisingly around the price you'd pay for it before. But let's take a look at Magic from the good old days. The good old days when I started playing. My first experience with Magic was the 2013 game, Duels game. So this is like, I'm hoping it will be nostalgic. Oh, just the card feel. Oh, these cards feel like good old, like the good old days to me. So we got an Unsummon. Servant of Nephrox. I remember the Exalted mechanic. I was so excited. I love that mechanic in the Duels game. It was really fun. Not that great. Well, it's great sometimes, but not that great. Trumpet Blast. Big Doot. Attacking creatures get +2/+0 until the end of the turn. Fog. Love the Fog meta. Always happy for Fogs. When I started playing Magic, Fogs were like one of the things I played the heaviest because I was like, well, I don't want to take damage, as most new players are. Led to some fun decks, and I still stand by Fogs. Oh my god, Kraken Hatchling. This is like the duels decks literally deck. All of these cards, all of these cards are featured in them. Kraken Hatchling is so outpaced today, but it's still just a little guy. 0/4 blocker. Blade Tusk Boar, 3/2 Intimidate. Evolving Wilds, a classic. Encrust. Gold, tap down. So many cards are way better than this now that do the same thing. Ravenous Rats. I think we just saw a bunch of those we saw a bunch of similar rats, or maybe that rat in the Ravnica packs. Here's focus. Target opponent discards a card, sure. Smelt, just destroyed an artifact. This is when cards used to be simple too and didn't have essays on them. Acidic Slime. That's actually a usable card. Great for EDH, especially if you can flicker it, and at some point you can even use it for land destruction. Let's go, rats! I don't actually know if it's a different rat or if it's the same rat as the one we were seeing before. If it's different, that'd be funny. Crusader of Odric, good for when you have a bunch of dudes. I know I own one more of these. Classic little dude, classic guy. Tormod's Crypt, good old removal. I didn't know this was an M13. Just exile your opponent's graveyard, still played today in sideboards. And Curian Dryad. Whenever you cast a white, blue, black, or red spell, put a 1/1 counter on it. I think this is outpaced by... So this is actually good and bad. No, I think it's just bad, actually. There's, Questing Druid, I think, is a 2-mana 2/2, I think, that does the same effect. It also does, it also has, another effect to it. It's way outpaced. But, this would be great for my Jumpstart cube, actually, though. So, we'll take it. I'm happy with this. And one of the best soldier arts that there is. Just the guy holding the sword up. Classic. Oh, what nostalgia. Oh, the planes! I know it doesn't mean much, but this is one of my favorite planes arts. I love the wheat field. It feels good, feels homey, feels on the range. All right, well, that was a fun little closing pack here. Bunch of nostalgia. I think that's a good way to end the stream. Yeah, I'm happy with it. For what I paid, I bought an M14 box at the same time I bought the Rav box too, but I ended up canceling that order because I was like, this is not a wise financial decision, probably. But I would like to. I have a bunch of other draft boxes that I'm holding on to, either to just crack on streams or to hopefully, actually play with. So it's very possible I'll do more stuff like that. But those boxes I have, if I do end up cracking them, I'll probably hold them for a long time before doing that, because it's more fun to crack packs when it's an old set. I could crack Phyrexial V1, but that's not that old. Yeah, I agree. I remember what really sold me on it was what really made me think maybe I shouldn't. I remembered that boxes of Magic cards, 36 packs. The average rate of Mythics used to be 3 per box. And if you look at the good cards, the cards that are worth money from old core sets, especially, it's just the Mythics. Almost entirely just the Mythics. So, yeah, I don't think that would have gone well. M14 boxes aren't actually that expensive though. I don't remember how much it was. It was I want to say it was 150-ish, I think. It was between 150 and 180 total. But it's not likely I was going to make that back. That would have been entirely just to crack for for the nostalgia feels of opening it. It's got the slivers in it, which are always great. I love slivers. They're always fun to open, fun to play with. Classic Magic archetype. There's a bunch of, there's other stuff to it. to it that like would have made it worthwhile to me. It's just I don't. If it's 10 years later, and if they're still at that price, I'm sure they're not going to go up that much more. So, but thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. It's getting really warm in this room because I have all the fans off because they make noise. I will be back later tonight with some Fortnite custom games, I think, with other streamers. So, you know, if you want to see more later tonight, there'll be more. But I'm happy with how this went, though. I'm happy some people were able to stop by, and I still have the ability to. I'm still gonna push this to YouTube at some point. Like I said, I'll probably edit it down a little bit or edit around some stuff. I make some shorts of some of the good polls. We know which good poll, of course, will be having a short probably first. Yeah, so hopefully I'll get to do more of these because it's really fun. It's hard to do because it does cost me my real money, and it's not cheap. But I also am a habitual buyer of Magic products, sealed Magic products. So I've already got like 9 boxes in the other room that I can open. So, and then I just need to look for some silly stuff to open in between, like the M13 packs and whatnot. So I can always, when I go to cons, I'll probably keep my eye out because a lot of people there sell old packs. So maybe I'll buy some. But that's for another time. I'm really gonna go this time when I say thanks for coming, and I'm leaving. So thanks for coming, and I'm leaving. Get good if you're going to bed before I stream. Get good sleep. If you're not going to bed before I stream, hey, why don't you watch the stream later? See you late some other time though. Bye bye.